Yo, what's going on, guys? NeonCod here today, and as you can probably tell from the title, we are back with our third installment of the MLG Tips and Tricks series. Now, I decided to change the name to this because, you know, I thought it was a lot more fitting, and someone did bring up a really good point to me, is why didn't I put Tips and Tricks in the title, you know, when I can harvest the views from putting that title on. So, you know, I decided that I was going to put that title in, and credit does go out to Just Jinx for that. I kind of stole his title a little bit, but you know, I did transform the video, and I did transform the title a tiny bit as well, so you know, it's not copyright. Don't copyright my Jinx, like, please don't. Actually, no, seriously, don't copyright me, please. Okay, anyway, now I've said that and I've given credit to Jinx, you know, if you want to check out Shan's link will be down below. Yeah, so I'm just going to basically go through this map and tell you how I would play it, and hopefully you guys can take away some, you know, good information from this and try and actually win yourself some Retaliation hardpoints. So starting off with this spawn here, UNSA. I should know that by now. It's always UNSA spawn, the one that I pick. Anyway, so first hill, as most of you guys probably know, is actually the bridge in the middle. And this hill is quite strange actually, because there's only really one way of attacking it, you know, it's only one direction. It's like you're going to go from either side, although technically you can hit the wall and come up from the side, but if you're on hill, normally you're only worried about one side. So no matter which way you go, you do have like two small lanes either side of the hill, which you do kind of want to watch. It's like a mini map in itself, because you've got the war and you always want to have at least one person here or just around this area, just so they've got this side, because this lane can be very powerful indeed. If you can push up and jump into the hill from the side, if anyone's head glitching here, you can just jump straight behind them. But that's, you know, that's pretty common sense. But also what a lot of people do is they do that, and they jump up, and they often get taken off by people, you know, who are like aware that people might jump up. Now, one thing that people don't tend to do, which I think a lot of people should really do, is instead of, you know, getting off halfway off the wall, and I say just go all the way, try and make it to the end and not even jump up here. Some people jump up here. Again, people are expected to flank from there, but push all the way around the spawn, flip the spawn almost, and get behind everyone. Like from here, you can see Curve, you can see that car, you can see that car, you can see the hill. You're pretty much going to get the whole of their team if you manage to flank all the way around. Now, another place for people to flank, which a lot of people also tend to watch now, they didn't used to, but is lobby. Like, lobby is such a big area of the map, or an important area of the map for people to push, because if you run one person off here, down lobby off the bat, you're going to have such a good break straight off, unless someone else, you know, manages to kill you and take you off lobby, or maybe they counter flank you and one Warren. But if you do push out a lobby, I would also recommend going all the way around the curve, because the chances are there's going to be either one person sitting around this area of the map, or there's going to be someone, you know, boss that might have just spawned up or something like that. And if you go curve, you're literally just straight away, the people are going to go, if you shoot someone, they're going to know that you're here, and straight away they're going to cut off this side so you can't push around. So I say, you know, as tempting as it is to just be able to come here and just shoot everyone, I'd say just hold off for a little bit, waste a little bit of time, because, you know, it's going to work out in the end and you're going to be able to flank at more people. Now, that's all you can really do on this hill. It's either you get in gunfights or you try and flank them. They're the only two options that you've really got for that hill. So moving on to the next hill, you know, you got Garage, which is next. Now, Garage itself is quite a strange hill again, but a lot of them, nearly all the hills I'd say on this map are very strange compared to other maps. Because if you notice from here, let's just pretend this is exactly where the hill is. Okay, you are in the hill. Now, not many people think about this, but if you are in the hill, where are you most likely to get shot from? Where do you feel like, you know, is the most dangerous place for the enemy to be? For me, I don't know about you guys, but it is bedroom and plat, purely because you've got 1, 2, 3 different field of views where people can see you, and then of course you've got people that can hide behind here. And if you've got plat and bedroom control, they often are going to be coming from the stairway as well. So I'd say that the back spawns over there are the most important, and you always want to go for plat and bedroom control, because they are like the most predominant places where people are going to be. And you can see so much of the hill from all around here, and it is very difficult to get people out of these spawns. And the good thing about spawning here as well, guys, is, you know, when you rotate, you've already got the spawns for next, and you should always be thinking about the spawns for next. No matter what you hill on, you should always think, okay, what's the best side to get spawns for next, or what's the best side to break the hill. Now, these spawns back here are perfect, because you not only can you break the hill very, very easily indeed, because first of all, if you go plat, you can see into construction, so you can rule that out. You can also see the the entrance into garage, which means that you can cut the whole of garage out. So the only way that they can really kill you is if they flank around towards, you know, to try and flank around plat. That's the only way that they're going to be able to take you off this time. And I would say that you can easily get a solid 60 seconds if you hold it down right. And not only that, but you'll also be at a really big advantage for next, which I'm probably going to move on to straight away because there isn't really much to the last hill. However, this, as you guys know, is next. It's Graveyard. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't actually know for some reason, and I'm not even going to lie, I only recently discovered this, is that the graves, I just want to point this out quickly, you can actually destroy the graves. Now, I actually did not know this, and I would often head glitch on the graves and say they were good. And I don't know how I never noticed that they could break until one day I was playing S&D, I was lying behind one of the graves and someone shoved me straight through it and I got kind of annoyed. I was so confused. I did not know that the graves break, but just a little, learn from my mistake, guys. Just do not hide behind the graves because they will break. Now, with this hill, I'd say it's often best to keep one person watching towards the market, one person to watching towards the lobby, one person with a, yeah, one there, one over towards either in curve or watching curve from hill, like around this kind of area, and of course one person actually in hill watching towards front. Now, in my opinion, that's the best setup because of course you've got every lane covered, and they're always, if you have got someone over towards market and towards lobby, they are always going to spawn bridge side, and that's the best side that you want them to spawn on. Yes, they will have next if they do spawn bridge side, which I agree is like kind of slightly, you know, it's not the best. But it is so good if they spawn bridge, purely because it takes them around about 15 seconds to be able to get from one end of the bridge towards the hill. And if you've got people set up in market, here, here, and here, there's no way that they are taking you all out. You can all just bait each other's lives, and you're easily going to win this hill. Again, it can be a hill if you lock it down right, where you get a full 60 seconds of the hill. However, the biggest thing from this hill is actually rotation to the next hill. I'd say around about 20-25 seconds. You do not want to push bridge. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of pushing bridge, but if they are all spawning towards bridge, the enemy, and you're just running into them, colliding with them, they're gonna kill you, and you're gonna spawn all the way back here, and you're never gonna get the rotation. So I'd say that the best place to run is lobby, and a lot of people often run over towards garage, but I don't really think that's a good idea, because if you're running over towards garage, think about it. Lobby is so much better because you have garage side, you can go to garage side, you can go to the left side, or you can go straight through the middle. You've got 3 different lanes where you can push through, and it's indoors, so it's not really exposed, you know. As you're running down here, you know if there's going to be someone watching it, you know exactly where they're going to be. They're going to be here, they're going to be here. Whereas if you're going down garage side, there's lots and lots of different places where there can be lots of different head glitches. Whereas through lobby, you can literally just push straight out the other side, get to the back spawns, in for next. Now, everyone knows how big back spawns is on this. Now, one spot that I do want to point out is, of course, you've got the classic head glitches, you know, all the way back here that everybody always tends to go towards. Is this? Okay, you can run straight out there. I didn't realize that, but this is pretty much the most classic spot that you will often see people, you know, you see people on this like wall, you know, and you're head glitching kind of, you know, you kind of got a bit of your neck and your shoulders showing, but you're pretty much covered for the most part. However, one head glitch that I think is very, very beneficial is this car here, purely because of this window, which apparently you can't shoot through. What? Okay, you can do after a while. Either way, if you see someone here, they're not going to be expecting to see you here, because first of all, you've got the top, you're head glitching the whole of the top, you've got the bottom, you've literally got the whole of this backside covered. The only way that you're going to get killed off that head glitch is if 4 of them push you at the same time, which I doubt will happen, or whether they get hill control and again push through. But if you've got back spawns, then your team should be spawning on top of you, so you should be able to hold this hill pretty well. As spawns are very, very key in this hardpoint. And one thing that I would say is if you do spawn bridge, do not push bridge, because everybody pushes bridge and everyone expects it. So I'd say the best thing to do is wait up until you're in a 4-man. I'd say push 1 or 2 bridge, push 1 at least side, and then 1 person hit the back all at the same time, and that will easily break the hill. Now going on to the last hardpoint is lobby, and again this is a lot like mid. There isn't actually that many options for people to like push around, other than it's mainly just a head glitch war and just, you know, trading. This is more of a contest hill, same with bridge. You're not really going to get a full 60 on this hills. Most of the hills on this map tend to be, you know, you're going to get either a full 60 seconds or it's just going to be contested for the whole of it. But again, plat side is very, very huge for this, because you can watch bedroom, you can watch towards the hill. And one thing that a lot of people don't actually do, which I heavily recommend doing, is if you are this side, you're not actually going to know if there's anyone plat or not, okay? So you're not going to really pre-fire through this much, but I guarantee that there's always, nearly always going to be someone on this head glitch. I would always recommend, you know, putting a few bullets to here every now and again, just checking to see if there's anyone on that side or not, because, you know, if you manage to get them off the head glitch through the wall and then push into the hill, it puts you in a very good advantage indeed. Now, when you're plat, I'd heavily recommend flanking a lot, as this is a contest hill, and with all contest hills, you want to be flanking a lot. You know, yes, you want to be staying off and contesting, but you want to keep hitting them with the flank, trying to get them from behind so they can no longer contest. So bedroom is a really key factor either way to go and flank them. But another one which is kind of briefly looked over, you know, like people don't really do this that much, but you can so easily just go from one door to the other. It's ridiculous. Look how easy this is, and straight from there you've got the other side. Like, it does not take long at all. As long as you've got a half decent movement, it should only take you around about 5 seconds. So I'd suggest always trying to push someone, you know, around the back, trying to keep the, you know, people out the hill, although really it is more of a contest hill, so that's probably what you're going to be doing. It's mainly going to be contested for the whole of it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I haven't done this for a little while, but I hope that you took something away from this video and you know, learned something new. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.